Good morning, all of you. This is Bhumika Parekh from Lyall Public School, and we are here with class 6 English, chapter number 2 in Father's Presence. In Father's Presence is a small extract which is being taken from Swami and his friends, which is a very popular book by R.K. Narayan. Swami is a small 10-year-old boy, okay, who is experiencing his life in a fictional town or in an imaginary town whose name is Malgudi. This particular extract deals with how Swaminathan is forced to study during his vacations. Swaminathan को कैसे पढ़ने के लिए उसके father force कर रहे vacations के अंदर, and how Swaminathan is dealing with all those problems. How many days is it since you have touched your books? Father asked as he blew off the fine layer of dust on Swaminathan's book and cleared the web that an industrious spider was weaving between a corner of the table and a pile of books. So Swaminathan's father is asking, or Swami's father is asking him, that how many days has it been since you have touched your book? कितने दिनों से तुमने किताबों को हाथ भी नहीं लगाया? Just tell me. Father asked as he blew off of the fine layer of dust on Swaminathan's book. There was a fine layer of dust that has come on Swaminathan's book because he has not been studying for such a long period of time. So now what the father is doing, that he's blowing out that particular layer of dust, वो जो रेत की एक परत सी आ गई थी उसकी बुक के ऊपर, उसको फूंक करके उड़ाया है फादर ने, and then he's asking that okay, मतलब इतना टाइम हो गया that you haven't studied, that your books are covered with dust now. Again, he also removed a spider web which a spider has made between the table and the books. Table और books के बीच में spider ने जो है वो एक web भी बना दिया था, ठीक है? And the spider was an industrious spider. Industrious here means very hard working. बहुत मेहनती spider था जिसने इतना बढ़िया सा एक जो web है वो वहाँ पे बनाया था, and the father has removed it. Swaminathan viewed this question as a gross breach of promise. When Swaminathan was asked this question, he felt as if his father has drastically, broken a promise or something of that sort. Promise, बहुत बड़ा promise जो है वो स्वामीनाथन के father ने तोड़ दिया. स्वामीनाथन को ऐसा लगा. Breach of promise means that you promise something and then you don't follow up to it. Should I read even when I have no school? So Swami is asking कि जब school नहीं है तभी भी पढ़ना पड़ेगा क्या? That I have to read even when there is no school. Do you think you have passed the BA? Father is being very sarcastic. बहुत taunt करके बहुत ताना मार के स्वामी से पूछ रहे हैं कि what do you think? You have passed your BA? You have done your graduation? You have studied a lot, means you have done all the studies that could be possibly done by a person. I mean, father, when the school is closed, when there's no examination, even then should I read? So Swami is actually trying to reframe his question और उसको थोड़ा politely अपने father से पूछने की कोशिश कर रहा है. No, I don't mean that. मेरा वो मतलब नहीं था. I am actually trying to ask कि school भी बंद है, exam भी नहीं है, तो फिर भी पढ़ना चाहिए क्या मुझे? ठीक है? What a question! You must read. Father say, what a question! क्या फालतू बात है ये? पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा, तुमको पढ़ना ही चाहिए. But father, you said before the examinations that I didn't read after they were over. So he's reminding his father that you remember you told me that after the exams are over, I do not need to read anymore, or I do not need to study anymore. So ये जो आया था ना, Swaminathan viewed this question as a gross breach of promise. So this promise which he felt his father did before the examination. Okay, and now he's telling him to study. Even Rajam does not read, and he's also telling about one of his friends कि Rajam जो है वो भी बिल्कुल भी नहीं पढ़ता. He does not even study at all. As he uttered the last sentence, he tried to believe it. As he was uttering the last sentence means as he was saying the last sentence, he tried to believe it. He's also trying to believe it while saying it only, because that is a lie. He clearly remembered Rajam's complaining bitterly of a home tutor who came and pestered him for 2 hours a day, thrice a week. Then he was talking, he also remembered how Rajam was complaining bitterly. कितना दुखी होके बुरी तरीके से Rajam जो है वो complain कर रहा था of a home tutor, of a tuition teacher who used to come to Rajam's home and pestered him. Pestered means irritating somebody by asking a lot of questions. If you are asking somebody a lot of questions and that person is getting irritated, अगर आप किसी से बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे हो और वो इंसान इरिटेट हो रहा है, इट मींस यू आर पेस्टरिंग हिम, आप उसको परेशान कर रहे हो, आप उसको इरिटेट कर रहे हो, ठीक है। For 2 hours a day, when he used to come, he used to teach Rajam for 2 hours, and that also 3 days a week. Means after one alternative day, this home tutor is coming to teach Rajam. Father was apparently deep to Swaminathan's remark. Father जो है वो ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे he has become deaf on Swaminathan's remark. Whatever Swami is saying, father cannot hear it. उनके कान जो है उस टाइम काम करना बंद कर गए. He stood over Swaminathan and set him to dust his books and clean his table. He sat there and told Swaminathan that clean your books, clean your table. I need everything clear. Half an hour later, Swaminathan sat in his father's room in a chair with a slate in his hand and pencil ready. Half an hour later, when he has done all his cleaning and everything, then he's sitting on a chair in his father's room with a slate and a pencil in his hand. Father held the arithmetic book open and dictator. Father took the maths book, opened it, and then he's dictating one question. Rama has 10 mangoes which he wants to earn. Ram has 10 mangoes with which he wants to earn 15 annas. Krishna wants only 4 mangoes. How much will Krishna have to pay? So this is one question which his father has took from the maths book and asked him, and he has to solve this. What is the question? That Ram has 10 mangoes and he wants to earn 15 annas. बेचने कितने हैं? 10 आम बेचने हैं और कमाना कितना है? 15 आनास कमाना है. पैसा, आनास are basically पैसा. Krishna wants only 4 mangoes. Now there's this person who is Krishna and he wants only 4 mangoes. How much will Krishna have to pay? अब क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि कृष्णा को जो है वो कितने पैसे देने पड़ेंगे. Swaminathan gazed at the sum and every time he read it seemed to acquire a new meaning. Okay, Swaminathan gazed means stared. Gazing means staring, घूरना. Swaminathan जो है वो बहुत लंबे टाइम तक इस क्वेश्चन को घूरे जा रहा है. He is feeling that every time he is reading this question is getting another new meaning only. ठीक है? He acquire means to get. Acquire is a word that is coming. Acquire means to get or to take. He had the feeling of having stepped into a fearful maze. Now suddenly he's feeling that somebody has put him into a very fearful maze. बहुत ही डरावने भूल भुलैया के अंदर किसी ने स्वामी को डाल दिया. His mouth began to water at the thought of mangoes. He's feeling that he's trapped in a fearful maze, and with that, the thought of mangoes is watering his mouth also. उसके मुंह में पानी भी आ रहा है by thinking that there are mangoes. And by seeing the question उसको ऐसा भी लग रहा है कि किसी ने उसको बहुत बड़े भूल भुलैया के अंदर डाल दिया है. What kind of a He wondered what made Rama fix 15 annas for 10 mangoes. Now what he is thinking is, his concern is that what kind of a person this Ram is. ठीक है, उसने क्या किया? 10 mangoes के लिए 15 annas. ऐसा उसने क्यों डिसाइडेड किया? Why did he fix this price and all? This is what Swami is saying. What kind of man was Ram? Okay. Then he saying probably he was like Shankar. This Ram must be like this Shankar. Someone couldn't help feeling that he must have been like Shankar with his 10 mangoes and his iron determination to get 15 annas. ठीक है? Then he is saying that somehow one couldn't help feeling. उसको ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोई भी जो है वो ये सोचने से पीछे नहीं हट सकता है that this is Shankar only who can do this thing. कि 10 mangoes बेचने हैं and he has made it very clear in his mind, or he has made his determination very strong that I have to take 15 annas only, not one more than that and not one less than it. If Ram was like Shankar, Krishna must have been like the peak. ठीक है? अगर राम जो है वो शंकर जैसा था तो कृष्णा who is ready to buy this thing must be like P. Here Swaminathan felt an unaccountable sympathy for Krishna. Now Swami is suddenly feeling very sad and very sympathetic towards Krishna. उसको लग रहा है अरे यार बेचारे के साथ कितना गलत हो गया. He has to buy things from Ram and everything. Have you done the sum? Father asked, looking over the newspaper he was reading. Suddenly the father is asking Swami, then have you done the sum? मैंने जो तुमको मैथ्स का सम दिया था सॉल्व करने के लिए, have you solved it? Father, will you tell me if the mangoes were ripe? Now Swami has come up with a very strange and interesting question. He's saying that will you please tell me if the mangoes were ripe or raw? तो पूछे कि आम पके हुए थे क्या? Father regarded him for a while and smothering a smile remarked, "Till the sum first, I will tell you whether the fruits were ripe or not afterwards." Father जो है he listened to him for a while, thought towards it, and then trying to smile, smothering a smile means जबरदस्ती smile जो है वो मुंह पे लगाने की कोशिश करके कह रहे हैं, "Do you the sum first and then I'll tell you if the fruits were ripe." And basically he's trying to control his anger towards Swami and telling him that do the sum first and then I'll tell you whether the mangoes were ripe or not. And he's trying to smile while saying that so that Swami doesn't get scared or something. Swami felt utterly helpless. If only Father would tell him whether Rama was trying to sell ripe fruits or unripe ones. Okay, Swami was like, what to do now? If only Father could tell him Rama was trying to sell fruits or unripe ones. तो बता देते तो it would have been so good. I would have decided the price on which it could sell him. ठीक है. Of what avail would it be to tell him afterwards? यार बाद में बताने का क्या मतलब? What after I have done the sum? What is the use? If the mangoes were ripe or not unripe, how do I care about that? He felt strongly that the answer to this question contained the key to the whole problem. He's feeling this thing that if he comes to know whether the mangoes are ripe or not, he will definitely understand the whole question, and that is a very important factor in getting the answer of the question. It would be scandalous to accept 15 annas for 10 unripe mangoes. Then he's saying that would be a very wrong and shocking thing if he's asking 15 annas for 10 unripe mangoes. It means definitely they have to be ripe. Then only the price can be decided. But even if he did it, wouldn't be like, unlike Ram, who Swaminathan was steadily beginning to hate and invest with the darkest qualities. Okay, but even if he did this thing that he's asking 15 annas for 10 unripe mangoes, which Ram was not doing probably. Okay, and now Ram is a person Swami has started hating. Ram is a person Swami has started hating because he's trying to sell 15, he's trying to get 15 annas for 10 mangoes. Father, I cannot do the sum. After a lot of tries and being irritated for a long time, Swami is saying that, Father, I cannot do the sum. I cannot do it. Okay. Swaminathan said, pushing away the slate. Swaminathan said that by pushing away the slate, it was kept in his hand, he's keeping the slate, and then he's saying, ki mujhse nahi hoega, I cannot do it. What is the matter with you? You can't solve a simple problem in simple proportion. We are not taught this kind of thing in school. Okay? So father is getting angry. Then what's the matter with you? What kind of person you are? इतना simple सा एक problem है, एक simple तरीके से हमको करवाते हैं, उसमें ये सब चीजें करवाते नहीं है क्या? We are not taught this kind of a thing at school. So they probably would have told him that you're getting so old, 10 साल के हो गए, you don't have that much sense. So he is like, they don't teach us all these things in school. हमारे स्कूल में ये सब कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ाते, तो I don't know this. Get the slate here. I will make you give the answer now. Okay, father is like, bring the slate here. I'll make you answer right now. Swaminathan waited with interest for the miracle to happen. Swami thought that there's going to be some kind of a miracle And suddenly the whole answer is going to come in front, and he was eagerly waiting for that miracle. Father studied the sum for a second and asked, "What is the price of 10 mangoes?" Father looked at the sum and then he is asking Swami that what is the price of 10 mangoes? The sum में कितने रुपए के हैं? Swami looked over the sum to find out which part of the sum contained the answer to this question. Now Swami is looking at the sum to find out that which part of the whole sentence is going to tell you this, that what is the price of those 10 mangoes. ठीक है? Then Swami is replying, I don't know. मुझे नहीं पता. You seem to be an extraordinary idiot. The remark which father is giving is that you seem to be an extraordinary idiot. बहुत अव्वल दर्जे के बेवकूफ जो है वो तुम लग रहे हो मुझे. Now read the sum. Father is getting angry कि अब sum पढ़ो इसको. Come on, how much does Ram expect for 10 mangoes? तो उसका से hint out करके या question frame करके पूछने की कोशिश करे कि look here and tell me properly that how much is Ram expecting for 10 mangoes? That he's trying to buy 10 mangoes और उन 10 mangoes के लिए कितने rupees मांग रहा है Ram? Look at it and try to answer it properly. 15 annas, of course, Swaminathan thought. 15 annas, of course, Swaminathan thought, but how could that be its price? Just price. Okay, Swami is like कि 15 annas, of course, and now he's thinking कि वो price कैसे हो सकता है? And just price. It was very well for Rama to expect in his avarice. Okay, then he's saying that because Rama is such a greedy person, how can that be the price? He will expect definitely more now. He will not think of 15 annas. But was it the right price? And he's asking, but was it the right price? I mean, if 15 annas for 10 mangoes, is that okay? And then there was the obscure point whether the mangoes were ripe or not. And then came the most difficult and confusing question again, that were the mangoes ripe or not? 15 annas might not be an improbable price. 15 annas will definitely not be an improbable price. Okay, very expensive. If the mango, whether but and there was the obscure point where the mangoes were ripe or not. If they were ripe, 15 annas might not be an improbable price if only you could get more light on this point. Okay, but is this the correct price or not? And it's in that confusion only. And then it's saying that if 15 ripe mangoes are given for 15 annas, then I don't think so. That's very costly. That's a normal price. If only he could get more light on this one. Now, again, the same question is that if he comes to know whether the mangoes are ripe or not, we will get a proper idea what answer to give. Okay, so that is it for today. We are going to continue tomorrow with the next part of the chapter. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.